All right, welcome everybody to How To Wednesday. We do this we do this every Tuesday and Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern time. Great to see everybody here today. Welcome to November. Yay, it's November to remember. I don't know what else they call it. Is it like, whatever. All those little quips and quotes about November. I hope you all had a wonderful Halloween and you didn't scare anybody off, but time to start a brand new month. And just in starting that brand new month, I want to remind you all, look, November, December, then what? January, which starts a new year. So you have like less than 60 days, 2 months, that's it, left in 2023. And look, you want to make the biggest impact that you can within those 2 months so that you can go into 2024 with a bang. But you shouldn't start planning your 2024 on January 1st, should you? Oh, no. You gotta start planning your January 1st right now, right? We gotta get ready, we gotta get rolling. And what we have in store for you guys will help you become the best that you can be going right into January 2024. So if I could just, little side thing for y'all right now is set those goals for 2024 now. Think about where you're going in 2024, like right now. Don't wait until the last week or the first week in January to take somebody's course on how to create a vision board. Don't wait until the first week to say, what are my goals for 2024 and how am I going to get there? Right? We don't want to start the year already procrastinating. We have about 60 days or 2 months until that new year, and you could decide who you want to be in that new year and get there right when 2024 starts. And that's what's exciting about the end of the year, right? You don't have to think about it as the end of the year. You can think of it as coming into the new year or coming into your new self. I say this because I'll tell you, I have little traditions that I do. And, on Thanksgiving, I always kind of go back that week. I go back and I see what were my goals for the previous year. And then I get to, start to begin and writing and brainstorming what I want my goals to be for the next year and really kind of closing out that year strong. And I wanted to share that with you because we have an amazing tool to help you accomplish your goals. And we can do that and help you become a social media star. So if that's one of your goals, into the year and into next year, well, you can start doing that by using our star system. We created that star system in collaboration with Kawan Mayo, with Stormy Wellington, and our queen of Nowsite, I call her the queen, Laura Smith. And look, they've all done a fantastic job building their brand and building who they are on social media and building and expanding their network through those 3 steps. And I just wanted to encourage you to say, look, start with 1 step. You don't have to be the master of all 3 steps right now. You can start with 1 step. So I want you to get really, really confident in creating a social media post. I want you to get really, really confident in commenting on somebody else's post. Then I want you to get really, really confident in reaching out after someone likes my post. And I just wanted to ask you right here, because I think it's really important to brag on yourself and share what you're good at. So can you tell me here in the chat, of the 3 steps, what do you think you're really, really good at? Are you good at step 1? You're like, yes, I'm awesome at step 1. I'm great at posting on social. Are you awesome at step 2? Or you're like, man, I am great at commenting on other people's stuff. I love to comment. I love to show the love and share the love, and that's awesome. Or are you the type of person that's like, hey, if somebody likes my post, I'm going to get into that relationship. I'm great at building relationships. I'm awesome. Or are you like, you know what, Coco? I'm great at all 3. I can do it all. I want to hear from you in the chat. I want to hear what you're really, really confident about. So you got to, participate. Play to pay, I don't know, right? Put it here in the chat. Let's go. We got to hype you up. That crowd, right? We're going to gas you up here. So Rita AI says, I'm great at all three. Yeah, Rita, get it. Sandra says, I'm great at number one. Be posted on that social media. Look out. Way to go, Sandra. I love it. Kevin Davis says, I'm better at 1 and 2. So we know those strengths. Kevin, thank you so much for sharing. I'm good at 1 and 2. Hey, I got to get used to that 3. That's awesome too. Coach Marilyn says, 1. Great. I mean, posting on social. Patrice says, I'm great at 1 and 3. Awesome. Uzama says, I'm great at 1. 10-day, hopefully I said your name right. Posting. Isabella says 1 and 2. Monica says 3. Kool-Aid? I don't know. I'm gonna mess up that name. Oh, Laura, hi. Hey. There's Laura. Hey, Laura. Laura says, I'm gonna 1, 2, and 3. Still important to be here and surround yourself with great community and get consistent with posting. Ken Miller says 1 and 2. Monica says all 3. And Joseph says 1, 2, 3. That's awesome. Look, if you didn't answer, you thought to yourself, well, I don't know if I'm really confident in doing any of them or even one of them, right? Tim Hornish says 1, 2, and 3. Start with 1. You don't have to be good at every single step, but you can start with 1 and get on your way to becoming the star. So when I ask you maybe next week or the week after, a month later, or right by January 2024, you're going to be a pro at being that star. You're going to be a pro at posting. You're going to be a pro at commenting. You're going to be a pro at reaching out to somebody after they liked your post. Okay? That's what we want to do. We want to help people become the best version of themselves and be the social media star that they were meant to be. And that all it takes is really participating here and really getting into step 1, step 2, and step 3 and becoming that star. Now, I want to remind you all of something, because this, we've had great collaborators. We have great collaborators, and I didn't plan this. I didn't know that Laura was going to be here. You can ask her. So I'm going to talk about something that Laura shared with me and share with you a quick little story that I think was extremely impactful. We got to hear from all of our collaborators, but I thought this to myself, that this was awesome. Now, I want you to go somewhere with me, and Laura spoke on this, but this was super impactful to me before we launched the My AI system. It was the morning before, and Miss Laura calls me up. As you know, we talk quite often, but she calls me up and she's talking to me about what she's going to share, considering her collaboration with the STAR system, right? And we're just chit-chatting back and forth. And if you know Laura, she is, all things beautiful. She is the confidence coach. She's that person who's been in pageants and will always encourage you on all things beauty. It's great. So she says to me on the phone, dead serious, she goes, Cheryl, do you love your hairdresser? And I'm like, obviously not all things beauty. So I'm thrown for a loop. And I say to myself, I'm like, what? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I do. And she's like, well, is she the best in South Jersey at hair cutting? Is she the greatest hairdresser in that area? And I was like, no, I don't think so. No, she's not like the best of the best. She's like, she's not the best of the best. I'm like, well, no, there's people with more accolades than her. There's people that do this. There's people that do that. There's more people that are very well known. And she goes, so why do you go to her? And I was like, well, damn. Okay. Sorry. I was like, oh my, where is this headed? So I said, well, my sister's gone to her for 16 years. She's known her. I didn't know her. I never, she was the first person that dyed my hair. I have a couple gray. I just started, okay? Look. So I'm telling Laura all these things. And I'm like, look, I trust her. And it finally happened. And Laura goes, that's what I was looking for. That's the one that I was looking for. And when we talk about the star system, where you can become self-confident, you can become trustworthy, you can become authentic, you can be relatable. She put something into perspective for me that I really, really loved, and I wanted to share it with y'all because it was so encouraging. She said, do you realize you don't have to be the best? You just got to have your crowd trust you. If you wanted to, you would have went to the best hairdresser, Cheryl. You would have sought out. How many of us think that we go to the best person to do our hair in our area? They have the most accolades. They are the coup de grace hair. But we trust them. We trust them. And every time you're using this star system and you're posting and you're commenting and you're reaching out after your followers like your post, you're building trust. And that's part of becoming a star. And I want you to think about who you joined here, maybe who you joined in your company, who does your hair, who does your nails. Are they the absolute 1000% best at what they do? There's nobody better. Or they're great, but most of all, I trust them. I said to me, I trust her. The people I join, I trust. There's a big T in that. And if you today, and I'll let Laura speak because I didn't know she was going to be here, but if you today think to yourself, I'm not as good as so-and-so, or I'm not the best, or they can do 1, 2, and 3, or this person can do 2 better than me, this person does 3 better than me, this person does 1 better than me, these people are better than me, I don't know. I want you to remember, right? If we can stay consistent and if we can just work on doing our 1, 2, and 3, we don't always join the person that's the best. We join the person that we trust. And every day you are building trust. And I was like, Laura, I didn't know where the hell you were going with asking me those questions. But man, I am so glad that we got here. I want to ask Laura, who I'm totally putting on the spot right now. And I'm sorry, Laura, but I didn't know. But do you want to share a bit for a second? Where'd she go? She was like, goodbye. But there she is.
Lord, I was trying to unmute myself. Good morning, everybody. And to follow up with what Cheryl was saying, and I do believe this, and I know every woman, and I feel like a lot of us, there's that one person, and I think for guys, it might be their mechanic. That person, when you go in there is not going to rip you off, not going to tell you you need, you think you're going for an oil change, and next thing you know, you're getting a new transmission. That's super important to realize, figure out the relationship out there. Maybe if it's not a hairdresser for you, maybe it is your nail girl. I mean, I did nails for 30 years. I was the nail girl. A lot of people trusted me. I know a lot of secrets that a lot of people's families don't know. But if I can roll back to something that Cheryl trained on last week that I trained on it with another group this week. Don't wait for those comments. Those people and we've all said we don't give them a thumbs up. If we can hit the thumbs up button, we can just as easily hit the heart, the ha-ha, the care button. We're not a group of people that gets a thumbs up. If you see those and you see, you got 10, 12, sometimes you'll have 50 if you write something really good with our AI. Interact with those people. They might have been scrolling real fast and really liked it, but didn't have time to comment, or they could be that they're not good at number 2, so they didn't comment. So really cherish those hearts and cares and ha-has and mads. I guess even if somebody's mad at your post, go find out why. But I feel like that is probably the most valuable tip that Cheryl has given in this 3-step star process, because I have learned to value those people as much as the 10 people that comment on my stuff because they love me already. So I really want to hit that home, because every time I look at those likes, I go, do you even bother? Not the likes. The likes, I always think, man, that people really don't like me. But but when I see a heart, I go and, you can click and see who actually, what emoji they gave you, and really take those people to heart and start, number one, going and doing number two on their post, and then catching up with them, because that will build the trust.
Sorry, that was perfect, Laura. Thank you so much for sharing. Please give it up for Laura here, who was 1000% caught off guard, but like the queen that she is, came in and shared, and I really, really appreciate that, Laura. Thank you so much. Look, we have to remember that other people are not always good, like Laura said, at doing maybe posting. Maybe they're not very good at commenting either. They're doing what they think that they're good at, and that's easily hitting the like or the heart button. But we could be, right, that star, and really get them into a conversation and talk to them and create better and deeper relationships. And that's the whole entire thing with the star system, right? That's the deal. Being a star is not just about yourself, right? It's helping other people, making other people feel like the star that they deserve to feel like, right? I always say it's, to receive a compliment is one thing, or to receive a compliment is one thing, but to give one, you win twice. You get
and Cheryl, I just thought this up. I'm sorry to interrupt, but just think about how it makes you feel when somebody comments. Like when you go, oh my gosh, I haven't seen that person. Oh my gosh, they took the time. And if you're reciprocating that all over social media, which guess what? Social media notices it, because they want you to be social. They don't want you to be scrollers. They want you to interact. So think about how, like, times are tough right now, how uplifting it is to see like somebody that maybe you've never commented before. So that's just going to not only help you, but it's going to encourage them. And that's what we just need to be. If you want to be self-confident, you got to be an encourager of others. And you've got to put yourself out there. And when you put yourself out there, the more you put yourself out there, the faster your self-confidence grows. And that's how you're going to build relationships, and that's how you're going to build your income, because that's how you're going to build your team, because they're going to trust you.
Thank you, Laura. I'm going to tell one more quick story that about Laura real quick, to just throw her on the spot the entire time. Look, being an encourager of others helps you too, right? And I really love that. I think you get paid double fold when you just give out the compliments, blah, 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 instead of being the one that's like receiving them and giving back. I think, when you're scrolling, we have a tendency to judge people. We have this tendency to be like, right? Or whatever it is. I say that because I've watched a lot of people judge, my friend Laura, who's usually dressed up and looking beautiful everywhere, but we're out to dinner once and we're with a friend, and, Laura's saying, how old she is, which is amazing, but she's, somebody asked her, it wasn't as if she was offering. And the person says immediately to Laura, she's sitting across the table from her, goes, man, I wish I understood what you were doing with yourself. You're beautiful. We're the same age. You look like this. You da da da. And she just hammering Laura with comments. But in the meantime, basically saying that she's not those things. And Laura says, thank you, but I think that you are, and just starts hitting her with compliment after compliment after compliment after compliment. And you saw this woman's whole entire I watched it happen before my eyes. Her entire demeanor changed, and she started to believe in herself. She was like, really? And Laura's like, you're so eloquent with your words. You are great at this. You're an amazing team leader. You're confident. Laura, when we were, at the Ray Higdon event, actually. And I looked over,
right. Because it's so odd, because people will say, how do you stay young looking? And I would say, I don't go in the sun but I don't go in the sun because I don't love the sun. I go in the sun because I had melanoma. But then when I look at somebody that just has beautiful skin, and they don't even realize like how impressive that is to me, to have this flawless, beautiful skin because you protected yourself. You know what I mean? That's like a huge deal for me. I'm like going, don't discount the largest organ of your body.
It's perfect. So look, our lesson today, what I really wanted to share with you and encourage you to do, even before we got started and shared my eye, and I know that there's questions, was it is November 1st. We are 60 days, or, 2 months away, I'll say. We're 2 months away from 2024. We have 2 months left of 2023. And being a star, or if part of your goals is being that star, that means giving out and giving back as much as you possibly can, and realizing, hey, I can be good at number one, I can be good at number two, I can be good at number three. I can help others do the same and encourage them all along the way. I don't want you to think, well, instead, there was a method to my madness, and it wasn't for you to share where you needed work, it was to share where you were best at. I don't want to know where you need work. I want to know what you're best at. Hey, I'm best at number one. Hey, I'm best at number two. I'm best at all three. I'm best at three. You already know what you need to work on, but get out there and continue to be your best as we come into this new year, and know that people don't just join people because they're the best. They join people because they trust them. Every single time I will think about, or somebody in the background that I'm thinking of that I'm like, oh, they do a way better job than me at this, or this person's better at me than this, or I'm not as good as so-and-so at this. I'm going to just look at my hair and be like, why do I go to this hairdresser? Because I trust her. And you should feel the exact same way. And people come to you because they trust you, because you are amazing. Thank you so much, Laura. Give it up for her again here in the chat. I want to share with you, we have an amazing week happening for you all here at Nowsite tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time. We're going to share our next collaboration. I think we kind of let the cat out of the bag a bit there with the Higdon Group and Ray Higdon. You're going to get to hear from Ray. We have some exciting things to share with you about the next step in My AI and what's coming down the pipeline for My AI and that collaboration, which is awesome. Look, if you aren't aware, you don't know who Ray Higdon is, well, he is the CEO of the Higdon Group. He's the founder of Rank Makers. He's generated, helped people generate like over 300,000 new customers. He's helped them achieve 14,000 new ranks. It's like amazing. Look, Laura's a rank maker. A few people here are rank makers. So we are going to talk and hear all from Ray tomorrow. Make sure that you're there. If you're sharing Nowsite with others, invite your guests to come and join us tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time as well. It's going to be a phenomenal event where your person can learn about Nowsite, learn about what's coming down the line and how they can get started as well. So we're looking forward to that tomorrow. As always, for How To Wednesday, works the same for How To Tuesday. It's your opportunity to ask me any question that you like that pertains to Nowsite, right? A little earlier, I just wanted to share some encouraging words with you all for going into the new year, all right? I wanted you to feel encouraged and know that you are doing and you're on your way. But this is really your time, and that means that you can raise your hand and you can ask any question that you'd like, and I'm happy to answer those questions for you. So I'm going to go right on over to Rita AI. You can raise your virtual hand here, or you can put your stuff here in the comments. Rita, what's happening?
Hey, I just wanted to, what you said is right in alignment. Well, actually, both you and Laura said. I just wanted to share real quick that what we post and how we respond to people, it does matter. I did something about a week ago, and it was with a former student, and I didn't know that by what I saw in her, what AI had written about her, which really pinned her. She is on social media, who she was, but she has a son who's 28. They're estranged, and it was his birthday that day. And so she, wanted to, of course, but because of who she is and whatever their situation is, I don't know what it is, but she said, thank you for doing that. I really, really needed it. And I had made a little graphic with her picture on it. And she even got a customer out of the, out of the text. But that is the power. When you reach out to someone, you never know what's going to happen, and you can change someone's life or change it for that day and give them a different perspective. So thank you so much. I really love you guys.
Thank you, Rita. I love that. That's so nice First of all, that is so nice. Thank you so much for sharing that story. That is so beautiful. You have no idea where people are at in their journeys, tough times, as my friend Laura here said. Commenting, a comment, especially to people that don't get a lot of comments. Like, comments mean a lot. I have a huge proponent. I have worked very hard in trying to get people to go from please never hit the like button to always hit the heart or something better than the like button. I have said that for as soon as it came out. Don't do it anymore. Huge proponent of it. But I want to encourage you today. Look, step 2 is commenting. It's commenting for a reason. It doesn't say like, it doesn't say heart, it says comment. It's because they're so impactful. And you have no idea who's waiting to hear from somebody or to hear those encouraging words. Get out there, do step 2, comment, and do it again and again and again, even if you haven't, right? You have no idea whose life you can be impacting, just like we heard from our friend Rita here. Rita, really, thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate it. We have the Apex, and I, look, he's asked a question usually on these trainings, but people have been stealing his thunder and taking his question. So, Apex, what's happening?
Man, I had to get it early just so it didn't happen. So look, it's funny, going back to what you were saying a few minutes ago about people, how people might feel. And I created a post a couple of days ago and said that, no one can make you feel inferior unless you give them consent.
Yeah.
So, but I do have a question.
Yeah.
When will we get out of beta? Because that's definitely a question. I definitely need to know the answer to that one.
Look, I'm not sure when we will be considered out of, beta for my AI, but I like ask for a definitive date. We do have our star system. We have something extraordinarily big happening for November, which you'll find out tomorrow for. But in essence, look, my AI and AI in itself and its continued innovation never stops.
Okay.
But yeah, like, tell me why beta is I'm gonna watch what happens here as I flip it around. Tell me why beta is impacting you. One word. Why is that word impacting you so much? Why is it so important to you to get out of beta?
Because I know we can push the envelope, and I know it's more at the end of the tunnel.
Why do you think we're not doing that
there's
now?
more. Well, it's the buffering, having to start over. Is that part? It's not anything else that's outside of that. But like I said, I know there's more that we can push the envelope inside of this whole AI generated system. That's why I wanted to know when will we be considered out of beta.
Well, as far as pushing the envelope, I think we're already doing that. We can all agree with that one, right?
Right.
So when you're saying like buffering and things like that, that's just because AI in itself continues to expand. So, we're connected to OpenAI source. So if they have any buffering or any slowing down, that could be impactful to our product as well. So I don't think that's ever going to really, hey.
Okay. And one last question.
Yeah.
We're in Chat GTP 3. Will we ever have free access to GTP 4?
I think that there are in the AI Power Pack, but stay tuned for updates as OpenAI continues to update. So will we. So, yeah.
Okay, so that tells me you know the answer, but okay. All right, thanks.
Hush! Stop trying to back me up against that wall. No, I'm playing. Thank you for the great questions and great to hear your voice as always. Appreciate you. Lori, hey honey, how are you?
Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday.
Hi.
Okay, I have a question. So, and I did it twice. So
yeah,
the first time it didn't work, the second time it did. So I'm just going to go ahead and I did it a third time and it didn't do it. So I'm just going to ask the question. I went into long post long post suggest image, and I'm not sure if this is the place to go and make this request, but I said, please create a post on the benefits of drinking lemon water and give me 5 bullets. And it didn't give me bullets. It just like was like paragraph form. So I took it out. And I did it again and literally asked the same question. And then it did give me one step, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I did just do it one more time. And I said, list 5 points, and it didn't give it to me in bullets. So just what's the best way to instruct when you're asking for it in, to provide you bullets?
You physically want like a bullet implemented into like point. So
well, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, I'm looking for, because I know you can do that in the chat GPT, right? So I don't know if you go over to the AI portion and ask it, or
you could always go to the AI portion and ask it, but I don't know if like bullets would actually like, it's probably bullet points or something. Like you have to make sure that you're being really great about that prompt if that's exactly what you want. So
right. So it did it 1 out of 3 times. And I did ask 5 lifts 5 points. And so this
bullet points is probably what you're trying to like. I don't know what, like if you ask me for 5 bullets, I'm gonna just put it out there. I don't know what you meant by bullets. So if it was like bullet points, or there's got to be something in the prompt that you're asking.
So do you understand what I'm saying? If I'm just asking for it to give it, I don't want it in paragraph form. So it should be asking for saying.
I would say bullet points, maybe
5. Okay.
Instead of bullets.
I believe I did do that. I'm going to do it one more time. That's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to be precise to get, in asking to get what I'm looking for. And and is that the place where I would want to do that, under long post? Is that where I would want to make that request?
Look, the long post is already crafted with a prompt, so people don't have to prompt it. The whole thing is so that people aren't prompting it, right? I just need a long post about the benefits of lemon water, specifically, right? It already has like a design prompt for the person to have a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yes, I didn't ask for a long post. I just said, please create But do I want to do that under long post if we're looking for things that can give us points?
If you're looking maybe something for more specific, you may want to go to the AI.
Okay, all right.
Because you definitely can do it in the chat. I'm just saying, in that specific area, the prompt is already created. So it's just trying to find out what you want that to be about.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I did try that. I just, out of my curiosity, I said, give me 5 bullet points on the benefits of drinking lemon water, just so I can give you a more succinct answer, and I'll give it to you as soon as I find out there. Brandy.
I just want to piggyback on her question. I made my first long post today, and I really like it. My question is it okay to pin a long post versus the shorter ones?
Why not?
My husband said the same thing. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay. How do I'm going to say this without political correctness, I guess, sometimes we tend to overthink some things, and I don't want you to get into the habit of overthinking. Is it okay? Why not? Right? Why wouldn't it be okay? If somebody is going to be the guru of all things and tell you a long post maybe isn't, or the post about your business isn't the right thing to make your pinned post, or my type A personality wants to go, for the love of all good, that's good, I am not reading your long post. You can guarantee it. I ain't doing it. Right? Most people, social media, their thumb scrolls so fast like I got to be looking for a long post or a blog or something specifically on that subject in order to read it. You're gonna have to be great at gathering my attention. So that would be my reasoning for not liking the long post as your pinned post. However, is it your pinned post for till the end of time? Can you change it? If you don't think that your pinned post is doing well, can't you just flip it? Can't you just change? So I don't want you to get caught up in the details of I can't make a long post my pin post. You can change your pin post every day if you feel like it. If you don't like it or you don't think it's performing well or you want to try something different, try it.
Perfect, thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Brandy. I think it was great. I just wanted to long post work on Insta with a great video. Awesome. Thank you. Because of like text and keywords and things. Yep. Little separation. You hold like the thread, Laura?
Because the video is first. So if you catch their attention, then the long post, if it's you're selling a product or something, they're more likely to be engaged because the picture is first, as opposed to Facebook, the words are first.
Yeah, great.
So yeah,
it was a perfect example, right? Like the picture grabbed my attention, the video grabbed my attention, then I'm willing to read. On Facebook, the way it's kind of like laid out, right? It's like text first. Cool. Thank you. Thanks, Brandy. Cheryl Close giving you the clapping. Love it, Cheryl. She's like, forget the hand raise, I'm clapping.
I just have a comment. As opposed to saying bullet points, why don't you just ask for 5 suggestions or 5 reasons?
I think because she's looking for a like where is like she's looking for an actual bullet.
Yes,
Well,
I didn't want it in paragraph form.
She wanted like a bullet.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the AI, that one. Good. Thanks, Cheryl, though. Appreciate that. Lori, do you have another question?
Oops, no. Nope.
I like it. All right. And I think Brandy just has some residual hand raised there. Anybody else? Question, comment. I'm going to look here in the chat. Somebody asked if we could resize images. Hold on one sec. Go ahead there, Benjamin.
Hi, this is Benjamin.
Hi.
Hi. I'm excited about all of it. I just trying to still get involved in it. I see the 1, 2, 3, and I don't know how to go. I don't know how to get started. Do I go to a post of mine, or do I go to a post of someone else?
So do you know what step 1 is?
Step 1 is the capture.
It's right here.
A post.
Tell me.
Yeah, it's to capture a post, but if I press it.
Read this for me. It says post on social media.
Oh, I can't see because I got stuff in the way.
So this one is post on social media. So you're going to post on social media.
So I posted first.
Yep.
And then from that post, after that post has been posted, then I go to the comment of that post.
You go and comment on posts
that I put out there. Okay.
No, you go to comment on other people's posts.
Oh.
You comment on your own post, right?
Oh, okay. So number 1 is put a post out. Number 2 is a comment on somebody else's post.
Comment on other people's posts.
Okay.
And number 3 is reach out to your followers. But if you click on each section, it will help make more sense to you, right? So here, it'll help you create a social media post. So you would know, right? If you click on comment on post, it says, Maya will write a great comment for you to share on someone else's social post. So it shares it with, right? It kind of gives you even further directions. And then when it goes to reach out to your followers, it's my AI will write an engaging message to start a new conversation with someone who liked your social post. So each step will tell you within the step, right, what to do.
Okay, I will go back and try that.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks, Benjamin. Somebody was asking about resizing images, and I'm going to share with you, right? You're not well, I guess if you're not really uploading your own image into the system unless you want to. But if you are getting an image, and we're talking,
I'm talking about if we don't like the image that it shows, and then we go to, the library and you change the image, and I look at the dimensions of the image, and they're like huge sometimes, or I just want
even if you post it, like I'll show you one on Instagram as an example, okay?
Yeah.
So because this is where people kind of get hung up, and I'll show it because I never crop an image. Like this one. Here we go. Ready? So let's say I wanted to use this image, okay? And I say get started. Oh no. Okay, I go here, I want to go to Instagram, sorry. I say get started, and I post. And I click to create the post. And I select from my computer. This is the part where I really wanted to get to here. Looks too big, right? Dr. Lisa?
Sorry, I muted myself. Yes.
So I go here and I change it so that I don't have to resize images.
Okay. All right, I'll try that.
Yeah, it's fastest, easiest. I don't want to resize an image. I have not yet. I don't. So it's like lazy girl's way of posting on social. Click the little button.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was an automatic image appropriate sizer, built into and a lot of the images do seem too big on my post. So it's like I have little teeny words and big picture.
I would go to that section of your social and change the size or change the kind of like layout of that image, I would say.
I'll try that.
That's what you still know. Okay. Hi, Ken.
Hi.
Hi.
Is there what would be a good way to train my AI for my writing style? When I set it up, I copied and pasted an email. It seems to be too formal because I notice all the posts that I ask it to create are kind of like that. And is there a better way to just start free typing something? I just don't, I don't know what to really write about to make it like me.
Go to train my AI. Go to the Write Like Me section. And I would say, you can write whatever you want here, but this is my favorite, or what I, personally, right? Like I write here, and I use a previous Facebook post that I written myself. That's where I kind of got my content. But I like this section most, right? Or, it feels the most impactful personally, right? Like you can tell this is about the length that I like to use. Right? My favorite saying, or one of my favorite quotes is, if I had more time, I would have written a shorter letter. Because I believe in being concise, right?
Amen.
That's my favorite quote of all time. If I had more time, I would have written a shorter letter. I like to think I'm funny, but apparently I'm not that funny. So I keep it here, right? My writing style is pretty informal. I do like to use more emojis than most, right? And I've messed with this dramatic capitalization and punctuation a bit, but I'm around this here, and I kind of stayed here. But I'll tell you, like the most stuff that I do in my eye and training my own is I really kind of mess in this section, to be like quite frank with everybody. Yeah.
Okay. So it's less about what I write and more about how I want it to interpret what I write.
For me, like that's how I do it. I
Ah.
like to put something here, but this seemed like I like this section a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thanks so much.
For sure. Get in there. Make it shorter. My number one prompt is probably make it shorter. And that comes from being around Justin quite a bit. I'll write an email or I'll write anything and he'll go, cut that by 50%. It used to be, I'm going to tell you from years of working with him, but when I first started, it was cut that by 80%. Then it was cut that by 50%. Most recently, it's more like cut that by 30%. I'm like, oh, look at me. Look at me. Getting shorter and shorter, get more and more precise. So yeah, I like it precise for sure. John, hey.
Hey there. Yeah, just a quick question. When you upload like some contacts that you have, from your phone or just contacts that you have from wherever, does it automatically, and if not, what do you have to do to enhance those contacts when available?
You would have to go to the contact that you uploaded, open the contact and click the enhance button.
Okay, so just click the enhance for each one. So you, like in the past, where you had to put in the email address and, do that, that's not necessary anymore.
Well, what do you have on the contact? When you're saying upload the contact, is it just somebody's name?
Well, it'd be like name and email.
Okay, so you already have the email, so you're good. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. So just each one at a time. Very good. Appreciate it.
Yep, you got it. Thanks, John.
Yep.
Really quick, everybody, I have created this group. It's called Posting Party. And I'm just going to share with you what this means. So if you're wondering what's a posting party, then this, post is for you. This chat is for you. You're in the right place. So if you're looking to elevate your social media game, we're going to do it together. And for all of my AI masters here and the newbies too, here's what we're diving into. We're going to kind of network together. All right. We're going to brush up on posting on social media, share some best practices, and then we're going to get thinking, creating and posting together. So we're going to post all together, right? On a specific topic. We're going to help each other out. We're going to network. We're going to use a hashtag when we're all together. So you can search social media from that hashtag, find that hashtag that we're using, and we're all going to go like and comment on people's posts just to kind of gas everybody up and get to posting and building and expanding our network. Okay. Within that, we're going to, of course, introduce people that you invite to using My AI in order to post on social media as well. So it is mostly a place for you to invite guests to, right? You already know how to post on social media and stuff, but we want to invite our guests so that we can expose them to our network and using the My AI tool. If you want to join the posting party group, I'm going to click this button here and copy the link. And I'm going to paste it here for you guys. You can come and join me on over at that group. We are going to have our first posting party because we reached the 49% here. Sunday, November 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's gonna, we'll share all the details, all the info, but that means you got to get inviting people into this group together. Okay. So if you want to join us, invite people to the group. We're going to do our first posting party Sunday, November 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we're going to have lots of fun together. It's an opportunity for you to build and expand and grow your network. Okay. All right. So there's one more question. Tendai, am I messing your name up? Tell me.
It's Tendai. Thank you.
Tendai. There we go. I won't forget it.
That's okay. I've heard worse. Yeah, could you kind of go over, I'm kind of like a novice here.
Yeah.
Just how to send out an email from my list. I just got the list in. Now I need to know, how do I send messages to the people on the list?
You want to send emails to the people on the list.
Yes. I have an email list. I want to send them an email.
Okay. So first things first. All right. Bottom left-hand corner in your profile, see it?
Bottom left-hand corner. Yes. Okay.
Under connections.
Okay.
Make sure that you add an email account or connect your email account.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So that's step one. Once you have your email connected, then you're going to have AI, or I would have AI personally, build me the emails. Okay. And you just do that by clicking on add new. When you do this, modal is going to pop up, and you want to basically follow the prompts of this modal, right? And when you do, you see this connected lists. If you already have a list, you're going to connect it to that list and then begin building the emails.
Okay. And where was the add new part? Can you go back one step? Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and end it here, but we're all going to come back tomorrow right here at Nowsite.online, and we're going to invite our guests. We're going to get to hear from Ray Higdon, and we're going to hear about our new collaboration. I hope you're all excited. Can't wait to see you all tomorrow. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.